Episode 32. Gerda noted an article written by a group of authors, including Gerda Thunberg, pronounced Thunberg, the young climate activist from Sweden. The article is a message to the European Union urging them to vote for the change away from wood burning in the European Union, and urging members to vote for the EU change in classification for wood burning from renewable and carbon neutral to being seen similar to and judged by the same standard as coal burning, seen as particulate polluting and harmful for human health and the environment. The vote by the European Parliament is scheduled for September 13, 2022. Greta Thunberg of Fridays for Future Sweden co-wrote this article with others from Sweden, Finland, the Netherlands, and Denmark. The article said next week the future of many of the world's forests will be decided when members of the European Parliament vote on a revised EU Renewable Energy Directive. If the Parliament fails to change the EU's discredited and harmful renewables policy, European citizens' tax money will continue to pay for forests around the globe to literally go up in smoke every day. Europe's directly elected representatives now have to choose. They can either save the EU's climate targets with their legislative loopholes, or they can begin saving our climate, because right now, that is not what EU targets are working towards. Increasing volumes of wood pellets and other wood fuels are being imported from outside the EU to satisfy Europe's growing appetite for burning forests for energy. This is an appetite that the existing EU Renewable Energy Directive incentivizes. It does this by classifying forest biomass on paper as zero carbon emissions, when in reality, burning forest biomass will produce higher emissions than fossil fuels during the coming decisive decades. Members of the European Parliament have a precious window of opportunity and a duty. They have until 1 p.m. on Wednesday to table an amendment to remove forest biomass from the Renewable Energy Directive. They can vote this change through on September 13th. They have 48 hours to do the right thing. If they fail, they will lock in decades of increased carbon emissions, biodiversity loss, and human rights violations.